Hi, welcome to Automotive Show EKG Canadian Enthusiast. Please enjoy my show and please like and subscribe. So let's now start. Now today on the show I'm going to talk about the vehicles that I'm very excited for 2022 in the US market, which I'm very excited on. Now some of these vehicles are that I'm very excited about, some I'm not, of course, just so you should know. So let's get started. The first vehicle I'm very excited is the new Lexus LX. There are three reasons for this. One, Toyota no longer sells a Land Cruiser, which means this vehicle has to get that consumer in its sales numbers as well. Secondly, this is the Lexus flagship full-size luxury SUV, which is a big deal as well. Third thing, the need for Asian brands dominance in the market. So far, the Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigators have been dominating sales in the full-size luxury SUV segment, and that needs to change as well. So let's talk things I'm excited about this vehicle and things I'm not excited about this car. To be honest, there are way too many things I'm excited about this car. First of all, the new Lexus LX comes with a 400 plus horsepower twin-turbo V6 and a 10-speed automatic gearbox. So this is vehicle. So overall, this vehicle is all about luxury and comfort. This comes with the F Sport trim as well. I don't know if Sport trim makes any sense for a large vehicle like a Lexus LX, personally speaking. But to be fairly honest, I believe the people who buy Lexus LX might actually buy F Sport. Those are type of the buyers who actually buy the LX, to be fairly honest. Also, the one thing I'm very excited about on this vehicle is the VIP trim, which is the ultra luxury trim, which only comes in 4 seats. Now you might think 4 seats is impractical. No, for this type of vehicle, this is not a family vehicle. This is a vehicle for the rich and the wealthy, which loves to be chauffeur driven. So that's why 4 seats should be more than adequate, with tons of luxury and comfort for the rear seat passengers. And the VIP model is what I'm very excited, to be fairly honest. And plus, I would expect the prices start around $100,000 to go all the way around $130,000. That's before dealer markups in these COVID-19 pandemic days. So I'm very excited for the Lexus LX, and I will tell you this: it's way better than its American competition like the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, Lincoln Navigator, Cadillac Escalade. Way better than them. I tell you that right now at this moment, no question. Only the Germans are better. Then of course, moving on, the next one I'm very interested is the Lucida. For me, this is a very fresh movement for me. This is a EV that I genuinely love and care. This is one of the best full-size luxury cars in EV form for the money you can get, apart from the Mercedes-Benz EQS. Of course, this car gives you over 1000 plus horsepower, a very luxurious interior, tremendous build quality, and I expect this vehicle to be a very much of a top seller for the company, for Lucid. I very much hope this would, because this vehicle deserves to succeed, and this is a proper competitor for the Mercedes-Benz EQS. I will not lie about that. This is a proper competitor, and of course, cheaper models will come in the future, but this is a bit expensive, but I don't care about that. This is a proper competitor for the EQS, and I'm looking forward to it. Moving on, the VW Golf R. The Golf R is important because VW no longer sell the standard Golf, so you can have the Golf GTI and the Golf R. In Europe, you can have the Golf Club Sport, so things like that. So the US only gets the R and the GTI. For me, the R is a more substantial vehicle than the GTI, personally speaking. You get over 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and a very premium interior. It's way better than its fellow luxury hot hatchback competition, which I will be fairly honest. Plus, it's a VW. It's the icon when it comes for luxury hot hatchbacks, as you all know. So I'm very excited for this vehicle indeed. Then moving on to the Audi RS3. Now, I'm a big fan of the Audi RS3 for many years. I love its 5-cylinder turbocharged engine, and these days finding a 5-cylinder is impossible. That's the truth. You can't find a 5-cylinder anywhere these days, and that engine alone makes the RS3 such an important vehicle for this year 2022, in my personal opinion. And plus, it's Audi. You will have a very high quality, luxurious interior, and it looks very good looking as well. So that's something to remember. Then of course, moving on to the BMW iX. Okay, the BMW iX looks like looks like, I'm not going to say it. It looks very ugly, but looks are subjective for everyone. In my personal opinion, what matters is the interior, comfort, opulence, and luxury and performance and range. This BMW iX delivers on that promise brilliantly. This is virtually for me a BMW X7 but in full electric form. That's what this BMW iX truly is. And plus a BMW iX M60 is coming, which is with over 600 horsepower, is also launching. So performance wise, more to come. So I'm looking forward to see how well this BMW iX will succeed, knowing that BMW need EVs in the lineup urgently. Looking forward to see. Personally, I'm very excited for the BMW iX, despite its very ugly styling. Moving on to the Lotus Amara. Now, Doug, of course, Doug don't like the Lotus Amara. He believes it's against the Lotus philosophy. I'm sorry, Doug. It's not. A Lotus philosophy is nice, but it's not practical. If Lotus want to stay in business, they need to make a car that's practical, comfortable, luxurious, and good to drive like a Lotus. Like a Porsche Cayman, a Porsche Boxster. That's the truth. And he also complains about the lack of dealer service. I'm confused. Doug, how can you say Lotus is bad without dealer service when the Lucida also don't have a dealer service? How does that sound? I find that very hypocritical from you, Doug. Very hypocritical. Fairly, honestly, if I would be honest. Plus, it will have plenty of horsepower indeed. And it will have the same engine as the A45 AMG S. That's the engine I'm more excited, not the V6. I know the enthusiasts will tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. I'm enthusiast myself, but I do want the fastest and the best. I believe the 4-cylinder turbo is the best. So I'm looking forward for this vehicle very, very much. And the Kia EV6, Hyundai and Kia is now poised to be the top 3 manufacturers in the world behind Toyota. And I'm not surprised achieving that goal. The Kia EV6 proves how far Hyundai and Kia have come. You can have up to 577 horsepower in the EV6 GT as well. And prices will be most like around $6,000 to $7,000. But that's before dealer markups. So markups will be at least 10 more grand for that price, just so you should know. Then of course, moving on from the EV6 to the Lamborghini Countach, the new LP Lamborghini Countach, or the old one. Many people say it's a rip-off. It's just a money investment. No, for me personally, this is what a modern day Lamborghini Countach is probably going to be. I mean, the Aventador replaced the Countach, the Diablo, the Murcielago. So if you look from their lineage, this vehicle seems perfectly fine for me. And it's a Lamborghini. So you are not getting rip off here. It's a Lambo. You're getting a good deal. And it's fast, it's bold, it's stylish, it's sexy in true Italian fashion. And it's a proper Lamborghini. And plus the Countach name has lots of brand prestige added to that vehicle, no matter what people say. And personally, I think it also looks like a Countach in my opinion, at least in the front end. That's more than good enough these days with modern day retro modern craze. Moving on from the Countach, the Maserati Mc20. For me, it's a good sports car. I think Maserati needs something like this for a while. I am very excited for the Maserati Mc20, and I am very excited. And I have already seen its interior and its exterior. I am very impressed. It's a proper Maserati that looks properly sexy, properly gorgeous, and properly powerful. And I'm really looking forward to see this vehicle indeed. So don't worry, this is a proper Maserati and I'm very excited. Then of course the Nissan Z. What word to say? It's a legend. Manual gearbox, twin turbo V6, rear wheel drive. What more to say? This vehicle is going to be a legend and I can't wait. Prices wise, I would think $30,000 to maybe $40,000. 30 to 40k. 40k is a must. I tell you, it's going to cost that much. And don't be depressed because it costs $40,000. It's going to cost $40,000. Moving on is the Rivian R1 and the R1S or the R1T. Sorry, Rivian is something I'm very excited. Unlike the Cybertruck, which is a complete butt joke of humanity, the Rivian R1S is a proper legend. I'm very excited for it. And it looks conventional, its interior is fantastic, wonderful performance, and it's one of the best EV full-size pickups for the money you can get right now for the money. And I'm very excited indeed. Truly excited for this vehicle, and I have already seen its price tag, $7,000 to $8,000+, but that's before dealer markups. Again, markups will at least add 10 more grand. So I'm looking forward for the Rivian, so I'm very excited for the Rivian. Then you have the Mercedes-Benz AMG SL. Now, Doug was not excited. Doug said that this wouldn't work. It's not the birth of the SL once again. Doug, let me clarify this. The Mercedes-Benz SL was always a luxury grand tourer for the old people, as you said, but this car is no different. This is a convertible version of the upcoming AMG GT, which fundamentally means that this car is not really that sporty. It's way softer than the normal AMG GT. So that means it perfectly fits in with the normal SL consumer base. And plus, Mercedes need new buyers. Just like the Corvette went mid-engine, you have to look for new buyers. That's the reality. Plus, the 911 is better than the SL. That's already been said. There's nothing new about it, Doug. Just so you should know. And I'm very excited for it. Now, before I end this video, I'm going to talk about the two vehicles that I'm not very excited about. Actually, two vehicles I'm very disappointed with. The Ferrari 296 GTB. Ferrari, really, you have way too many cars you have to sell, too many confusing models. Just decide what to sell, for God's sake. You look like Aston Martin from the 2000s, the Virage and etc, etc. So, Ferrari, don't do this anymore. It's time for SUV or a Porsche Panamera competitor. It's time. Of course, another one I'm not very excited is the GMC Hummer. Personally, the Hummer brand does not carry much brand prestige anymore in the 21st century, and it's a very expensive one. The Rivian gives you everything the GMC Hummer gives you, but half the price. I don't know why should you buy that vehicle at all, so I'm not very excited. Simple fact, but way better than a Tesla Cybertruck. I tell you that. Of course. Then, just a quick reminder, these two vehicles I'm very excited as well. This is the new Range Rover. I'm very excited for the new Range Rover. It's the best ultra luxury SUV in the world. There's no question about it. And the King is back to reclaim its throne once again. No surprise here. Then of course I'm excited is the Subaru WRX. People say they don't like its styling and its looks, but I don't care. Subaru WRX has never looked good at all. But it's all about the performance and its handling, and this WRX will not disappoint you. Simple fact, that's the truth. So on this notion, I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for joining me on this show. Hit the like button and subscribe to my show. Thank you very much.